guys, so today I'm going to show you the hot cocoa mix that I make for my children. I personally think that this tastes better, and I think it's healthier to know what's actually in your hot cocoa mix rather than purchasing it from the store where it's got additives and all kinds of stuff that you don't really know what it is. So I'll start out by showing you first what you're going to need to go in it. So you need unsweetened cocoa powder. I use Hershey's, but you can use a different brand if you prefer. Powdered sugar, just any brand of powdered sugar. A non-dairy coffee creamer. I use chocolate just because it makes it more chocolatey, but if you can't find chocolate, sometimes it is difficult to find. You could use just a vanilla or even a hazelnut. And you're also going to need an instant chocolate jello mix, like a pudding mix, and as well as vanilla. And also dry milk, which I already have pre-measured out because it does have like some little like clumps in it, which I like to try to use a spoon and get them out just to make it as smooth as possible. Alright, so first we'll get started. You're going to need a bowl and a sieve because you need to sift your cocoa and your powdered sugar. So first I'm going to sift out 1 cup of cocoa powder. Okay, so I've measured my chocolate out, and if things look a little bit different is because after I finished my entire video, some of the footage wasn't there. So we're doing a second batch here. Only the first part of the video stayed, so I'm gonna go on from there. So I've got my 1 cup of cocoa measured out, which you already saw, and I'm just gonna put this into my sieve. And I'm going to sift this. So this is what you do, and obviously you get the gist of it. This is just a small handheld one. If you have a larger one that like goes right in your bowl, that's great. You'll be able to sift a lot more at a time. But once I get this cup of the cocoa sifted through into the bowl, then I'll come back. Okay, so the unsweetened cocoa powder is all sifted in my bowl here. Now I'm just going to measure out 1.5 cups of powdered sugar. So I'm not real sure if this is in frame, if you can actually see what I'm measuring here, but I am measuring 1.5 cups of powdered sugar, and then we're going to sift that into our bowl on top of our cocoa. Alright, so once I've got this all sifted in here, then I'll come back. Okay, so now our powdered sugar is all sifted in our bowl, and the next step is to just add your vanilla and chocolate instant pudding mixes. And like I said, I've already done 1 batch, so you these have 2 cups in them, so I'm just going to pour this in here. This is a cup. And then this one is a cup. So your vanilla and chocolate just goes in. Okay, so then after your vanilla and chocolate pudding mix goes in, oh, I need to add my dry milk here, which just try to use a spoon to try to make sure there's no like large clumps in there. Alright, and this is, like I said before, pre-measured. This is 2 cups of dry milk. Okay. And that's all your ingredients, and then you're just going to whisk all this together. Oh, you know what? I'm forgetting my coffee creamer. I guess this is what happens when you do this a second time. Okay, so I need 2 cups. I need 2 cups of my coffee creamer, and you don't have to sift this because it's nice and fine. Sorry for all the confusion. Like I said, the first time the video was perfect and I lost my footage, so... Alright, so you need 2 cups of the chocolate coffee creamer, or vanilla or hazelnut or whatever your preference, or whatever you can get your hands on, I guess, in the store. Okay, so there's 2 cups of that, and then you're going to whisk everything together. And then this is it, and you're going to store it in an airtight container. I use canisters to store mine in. It's just easier. We have like a little scoop that the kids can use to get their mix out. So to make your cocoa, you want to use anywhere from 2 to 4 tablespoons of the mix with either milk or water. We use milk because it just makes the cocoa more creamy and it tastes better to us anyway. Alright, so once you have everything all mixed in together, and then I'm just going to use my scoop here and just scoop it into my canister. Alright, so after I have this all scooped in here, I'll come back. Okay, so I finished putting the cocoa in my canister here, and I'm going to go ahead and show you a cup of hot cocoa. So I use 4 tablespoons. Alright, and I've already heated up a cup of organic whole milk. Pour that in here, stir that up. So I'll show you what this looks like so you can see that it's really no different. Sorry for all the wobbling here. Oops. It's really no different than the stuff that you buy in the store. Mixes up nice and creamy. And then I'm just going to throw some peppermint marshmallows in here that we have. And that's it. Enjoy!